Once upon a time, in the small town of Wackyville, there lived a mischievous couple named Billy and Bella. They were the epitome of adventure and were always up to some shenanigans. One sunny afternoon, with nothing else to do, they decided to take their relationship to the next level and explore the thrilling world of intimacy. Now, in Wackyville, anything out of the ordinary was bound to attract attention. The townspeople were known for their snooping tendencies, always eager to find something to gossip about. As Billy and Bella sneaked into Bella's grandmother's old, creaky house, they thought they had taken every precaution to avoid getting caught. They closed all the blinds, locked the doors, and whispered with excitement. Little did they know that Bella's eccentric neighbor, Mrs. Higgins, had installed a state-of-the-art surveillance system to keep an eye on the entire neighborhood. Unbeknownst to them, their romantic rendezvous was about to become the main event on the screens of Wackyville. As Billy and Bella indulged in their passionate moment, blissfully unaware of the impending trouble, Mrs. Higgins, a notorious busybody, noticed some suspicious activity on her surveillance monitor. With her eyes glued to the screen, she couldn't believe what she was witnessing. Mrs. Higgins had always been overly concerned about the morality of the town, taking it upon herself to enforce her version of proper conduct. Convinced that Billy and Bella's private affairs were an outrage against the town's conservative values, she immediately dialed the local authorities. Within minutes, a police car screeched to a halt in front of Bella's grandmother's house. Officer Johnson, a stern and serious man, stepped out of the car, ready to restore order to the town. Mrs. Higgins eagerly led him inside, pointing at the screen, her finger trembling with righteous indignation. As Officer Johnson stepped into the house, he discovered the young couple red-faced and flustered, trying to gather their clothes and hide their embarrassment. Billy stuttered, "Officer, we didn't mean to cause any trouble. We were just caught up in the moment." Officer Johnson, trying to maintain a straight face, sighed deeply. He had dealt with his fair share of bizarre situations in Wackyville, but this one took the cake. He couldn't help but chuckle, realizing how ridiculous the whole situation was. "Well, young lovebirds," Officer Johnson said with a smirk, "I'm afraid I'll have to give you a stern warning this time. Keep your amorous activities more discreet in the future, or you might find yourselves in even hotter water." Relieved that they had avoided any serious consequences, Billy and Bella thanked the officer and promised to be more mindful of their surroundings. As Officer Johnson left the house, he couldn't help but shake his head and smile at the absurdity of it all. Word of Billy and Bella's escapades quickly spread throughout Wackyville. The townspeople, known for their love of gossip, couldn't resist turning it into a source of endless jokes and laughter. Billy and Bella, now forever etched in the town's history as the adventurous couple, learned an important lesson about the consequences of their actions.
From that day forward, Billy and Bella became the unofficial mascots of Wackyville, a constant reminder that even the most innocent of intentions can lead to unexpected and hilarious outcomes. And so, their tale served as a reminder to the townspeople